knows I'm streaming.
Well, your Switch is plugged into your computer, right?
It's connected to an HD60 Plus.
Yes, there is a connection from your Switch to the computer. I was about to switch.
He doesn't know. It's like a NordVPN. Where I can't see it. Come. Alright, that sounded a bit loud. There we go. Should be good. So I should pause this. Alright, we're gonna play the special content, Tara. Are you ready?
Well, are you sharing your screen? You haven't shared your screen yet, have you?
Of course not. I'm not starting yet. Obviously, I did not forget about it. Come on, Tara. You know I'm a professional.
Naruhodo.
There. Guys, I'm so sad. Send me cute pics of your credit card front and back. Sure! I have a credit card here. Do you want it? It's closed. The blank is closed, so I can't use it anymore.
What kind of credit card are you looking for? A MasterCard, a Visa, or an American Express?
Or a debit card.
Most places don't accept debit cards. you need to actually have an actual. But let's see. 22nd of November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, courtroom number 2.
Here we are. We're back again. Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
Ha! A judicial assistant and a woman, no less. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Dang. What a sexist.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. Ha! You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But, Your Excellency! I am most grateful.
I forgot to do the recap. You guys can just watch my past streams so you guys can keep up. Who are you? Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something written in English?
It's Giselle Brett's research.
The English woman's? Hang on, I need to increase your Discord volume.
I mean, not coming through on stream very well.
It doesn't seem like it. You almost sound like the game music. So I'm just making sure that everybody can hear you properly. Alright, there we go. It should be okay now. The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical pack and borrowed it.
Oh yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't he? Not having a recap is like watching the latest episode of anime before the rest of the show. You don't want an entire episode of recap.
I mean, this is basically doing a summary or presentation of what has gone before and what's pertinent now.
But okay, I'll do a recap for you guys. So, Basically, my name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo, and I've been accused of murdering a professor at the restaurant. And what the witness saw is that I have a gun, and they all thought that I shot the professor. So the first time was every witness doesn't know about the other person sitting next to the professor, which was Giselle Brett. So we need to know which of them is lying, and it turns out both of them were lying because they didn't see the lady. So after a couple of cross-examination, we finally have a name, which is Giselle Brett. So we just sent it to the witness stand, and Giselle said something about our poor tech. What was that, Terra, again? The
judicial process, or the investigation process, is inferior to that of
the British. So we didn't know if there's a poison on the bottle or not, because the investigator know that he researched all the possible poison on Japan. So that's about that, and we just need this girl's help. I already forgot her name. What's her name?
Susato.
Susato-san. Alright, that's basically it. That was a poor explanation of the summary, but you can play this
basically
game.
The case was just about to be dismissed because we lacked any evidence to tie a poison as the cause of death.
That is true. So this...
And then Susato showed up.
Yeah, thank God. So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know.
God dang it.
I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Don't you have a phone? No, of course not.
Not in the late 1800s.
Maybe they have Nokia phone, you never know. Special characteristics of Curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? What's that? I've never heard that word before.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail.
That's right, just ignore the yelling bald man.
But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful! Thank you! The Zala report has been entered into the court record.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
Alright, let's go read that.
Synopsis: a poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey.
Special characteristics. Effects. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry. Minute. Sorry, it looks like minute.
Yes, but in this instance, it's pronounced minute. It's like the difference between read and read. It's spelt the same, but it's.
Thank you, Tara. Route of entry. The above-mentioned effect occurs when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Practical applications. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxins could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation.
I mean, that's a pretty detailed report from just skimming over it. Plus, it's not even in her native language. It's in English.
Alright. we do know now that Josiah Brett was researching about a poison substance from South Africa, right?
America.
South America?
Yes.
And they use it as a blow dart to incapacitate animals. You have had long enough, Counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. I asked the prosecutor and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Inosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett.
Yes, Your Excellency?
Wait, hang on. I just want to say Skeleton Rabbit Play's ears are so... What? Hang on. Here you go, Rando. You can read it. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid... It's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems that you have the powers to read your script. Even me interpreting you. Interrupting you. It seems I wasn't clear. I realized it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
I've said it many times before, but... the Japanese language makes no sense.
My apologies, dear lady. Maybe you should learn your Japanese class because you're living here in Japanese.
I mean, there are a lot of cultural implications of the Japanese language that are not conveyed properly, just as learning what words mean.
That is true.
Because there are a lot of minor innuendos just for your status and responding to other people. So having a certain set of words used by someone in a position of authority means something very different to somebody using that in a not a position without authority.
That is true.
Right?
It's kind of
basically
like a Chinese too, right? Like they have different ways of writing their words.
I
So you
honestly
need to learn, like,
don't.
Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Tangerine, everybody.
You mean Mandarin?
Everybody knows that it's tangerine. Come on, Terra. Come on, Terra. It's tangerine. Everybody knows it's tangerine. So, Council, have you learned Chinese?
I like Mandarins better.
What is this new evidence that demands court attention? Really? Everybody, come on.
Yes!
Just read it.
Miss Josiah Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Hume University, doing research. Research? By sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison?
What?
Poison? Where are you going with this, Council? A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of the deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
What complete and utter nonsense! rare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
You wouldn't have. Done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of Curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. It doesn't exist? Correct. Which means, no matter what test the police can do for toxins, they never identify Curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Order! 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 Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report, authorized by the visiting research student from England, Curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with Curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection!
Trumpery! These aspersions are utter trumpery! Like Donald Trump?
Donald Trumpery?
To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean, the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible sign of distress is evidence that Curare was used. Explain yourself, Counsel. The moment these toxins enter a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible sign of pain at all. How terrible! Obviously, if a man loses all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after
It does sound like
time,
Atoko is asking for a hickey.
for a hickey. A tight suction, please. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscle that control respiration to fail. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
That's hideous!
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of the deadly Curer poison. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Council, actually contains that terrifying poison?
Objection!
This is all very convenient, isn't it? A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
Dang, good job, Terra. I didn't even know how to say that. Hit her
Hitherto.
Hit her too.
If I may. All these facts, you think you're so clever. But you must be taught some manners.
Shut up!
Just reading the stream afterwards.
Terra has the
It's
power
you who
of
must
future
be
sight.
taught.
Or past sight.
Of course. Dear lady! So, this is how your judgments behave, is it?
Hello, Keon! Good evening. What?
You see all this honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them? I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett,
Oh my
the
God,
feeling
lol.
is mutable.
Whatever do you mean?
What do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Objection!
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept. Listen,
Everybody's going crazy again.
the idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
What's so funny?
Oh, excuse me.
Now,
Your
hey,
Excellency.
listen.
It's so funny whenever they use the hey listen Terra and while you're in the stream.
Like,
Yes.
did you just say that? Or
Did you just say that, Terra, or was that a thing? Because every time I hear that hey, I was gonna say what's wrong, Terra?
hey, listen.
Yes, Miss Brett. Yes, Terra.
Hey, listen.
Hey.
Yes, Miss Brett. Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Oh God.
Now,
Spoil
hey,
that bottle for a moment,
listen.
please.
No, hey. Well, yes, I don't see, why not?
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Sorry?
To an Englishwoman such as I, this whole affair is a farcical comedy.
Drunk Sarah sounds like a tired teacher trying to flirt with the most annoying student. I know! I know it's drunk!
And it wasn't even drunk, I was
Wasn't
just
even
trying
drunk.
to do a deeper voice version. So it's kind of less annoying than the, hey, Listen! Your little police game and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable. Really.
Alright, there you go.
But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers!
Cheers. No! I don't even know if I can do that here. I told Ravombi I don't know if I can do a Skyle in this stream today. It'll change the entire thing. Alright.
I mean, you can become Skyla, just not use the Skyla voice.
Alright, I'll get Skyla. Hang on, guys. Hang on, I'll be right back.
And I would say that
listen.
Giselle Brett has long tried the poison on herself to become immune to iocane powder.
Uh-huh. Sure. Sure, Terra, sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Kyla. Hello. Hello, Terra. Can you hear me?
Howdy!
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just making sure that you can hear me.
I mean, Skyla, you know, if I can do male voices on my stream, you can do male voices on your stream.
Maybe. I'm gonna try, sure.
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. That is a lot of silence. Goodness! Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
So, no cure. The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth.
Oh no, there's no poison. What are we gonna
Thank
do,
you for
Terra?
presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
Grr.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Oh, yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given. We need a male version of Terra. When's gonna be the male version, Terra?
I guess I could pull out my voice mod.
Terrence? That'd be amazing.
Actually, I use just add an N. I generally use TerraTan as my male counterpart.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how? How did she? Tara's getting the male voice.
I am getting it up so that I can activate it, yes? Was there a line I was supposed to say?
Yeah. How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? I don't understand it.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade, or Far Eastern charade,
Sure.
will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have kneeled over dead. Come on, Rinosuke, we have all the clues now. That bottle of water. Tara, what's the answer? Does it contain poison or does it contain no poison?
The bottle doesn't contain poison. It was on the cup.
Are you sure? Is this your final answer?
She was trying to take the cup away. She didn't care about the bottle. She just cared about the cup.
As I thought, there is no poison in that bottle. What? Why, Rinosuke? Isn't it obvious? If there was poison in there, it should be dead by now. Sometimes your unadulterated naively really astounds me. But sometimes it's in need of a good staining until it is dark as your uniform in the waste of the world. Oh, is that what this color is supposed to represent? That was a gutless ending to a promising line of inquiry, Counsel, for which you will be penalized. This whole trial is poison. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have kneeled over dead.
You keep on saying vealed, but it's keeled.
Keel.
Keel. It's like keeled, like the bottom of a ship.
Alright, Tara, what's the answer?
The bottle of water. I'm like, the bottle contains no poison. The poison was in the cup.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Because
Well,
it
that's
turns
what we have
out-
evidence for.
It turns out it contains no poison is the wrong answer. And contains poison is the right answer. Or do you want to read the court record again? Okay, here.
Oh!
The answer is here.
It's because it's not an ingested poison, it's injected poison.
That is true.
It's not, well, it's actually more of a venom, not a poison. I believe venom specifically is something that needs to be injected.
So it contains poison. The culprit did it. Put Q-rare poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious?
Objection!
I mean, we tried.
Fool, are you blind? There's no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right. Which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Very well. If the defense truly intend to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed? What do you think is the answer, Tara?
Well, the answer is then the fact that she has no wounds on her to have the poison enter, so that poison.
It's gotta be this one, right? Because it only enters the wound. That's why Giselle Bread can drink the carbonated water, right? Explain how the
Yes.
witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed.
Yes!
Yes! The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Objection!
Oh wait, I wasn't here when the death record was said. The other one? This one?
The death record, yeah. That was just a superficial on the scene.
Okay, so it says John H. Wilson, November 19th, shortly after 2 p.m. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. But it turns out that it was actually poison, or maybe poison,
And the bullet was post-mortem.
and the bullet was post-mortem. And since the investigation for Japan is poor, they can't detect any poison, which is from other countries. What else does the rest of the file say? That's it. Don't worry, Keon. I actually played this game before. I'm on chapter 3, so I know the answer. The other records? This one?
I photographed the business card revealed the true identity of the waiter.
This one is the identity of the waiter, which is Hosonaga. This one is
Who is
the
actually a
photograph-
chief of police.
Yes, the chief of investigations, I think, for the restaurant. And technically, we still haven't solved the other problem yet. As for why Chief Hosonaga is in the restaurant, right? He was investigating
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And this is the picture of the victim. This is the crime scene photo. This is the medical report card, which was a record
As to
of
why he
dental
was
work.
at the doctor.
Hmm?
As to why he was at the doctor earlier in the day.
Yeah, on the day of the murder, the victim had undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. So we know now why the doctor has this food, but he can't eat anything because he just have his tooth removed, and he's forbidden to eat meat, but can't drink
No,
some
eat
water.
anything. He can't eat anything.
Yeah, he can eat. Can't. Sorry.
Cannot. Cannot.
The thing won't pick up can.
It doesn't like teas.
It doesn't like teas.
You tease.
I lost my teas. The photograph of the handbag, which is supposedly she took the bottle that she drank.
No, the glass.
The glass,
The glass
that
that
she
he drank. No,
That
the glass
he
that he
drank.
drank.
Oh, that he drank. And that's it.
I would say it's the glass that he drank. That's not a valid explanation.
No?
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish! This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
But why? I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Susanoo-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section council. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to the riddle? What do you think, Terra? In the meantime, I need to go, actually. It's been 10 minutes. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I'll leave it to you, Terra. It's all on your hands.
I'm trying to remember what special character was it special characteristics that had the detail? The special characteristics or practical applications. I'm not quite sure which.
Do you want me to help you?
I just can't remember exactly which section it was called.
Alright, which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to the riddle? It's the special characteristics of the poison because it enters the wound.
Yeah, listen.
It's also the middle one. We've been hearing a lot about this QR poison. And it's left me curious about something. Oh, Council. Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. You had to go to the dentist. I know, Kian. I know. To lace the head of the arrow that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. No, oh, Kian knows the solution. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat. Did you redeem another Skyla?
To the point, please.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, redeem another Skyla. Fine, I'll get Skyla after this. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey that the hunters were going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, wouldn't they? Because they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, Council. No, that would be madness. All right, Terra, I'm gonna leave it to you to think how the poison managed to go inside the professor.
Well, it was obviously because of the dental work.
Bro. All right.
Hello. Okay. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Hello, Terra. I'm back.
Hello.
I was just gonna get some food. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see. That makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When the curer enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poison effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effect whatsoever. That's Russian's expression. What? Miss Brett, you authorized this research. You authored this research. You knew Q were a special characteristic. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
You meddling little!
Kids! I would have gone away with it too!
Rapscallion!
Well, Renosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer?
Objection!
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it... How...
How?
how it possibly...
How it possibly?
So the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in the book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish? Flaw?
As even your brain has managed to deduce, Crier is safe to ingest.
Oh yeah, also, I forgot to mention. Hello, Keon. Hello. Hi. Wink, wink. Hello, Keon. How are you?
It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus.
Oh, yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they?
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Ah!
That's right!
Good gracious!
That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
Order! Order! In court, order! The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest...
Yes, this Koran poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
What is this? Welling up inside me. I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Objection! I don't think so, Miss Chisel Bread.
How? How dare you use that tone with me?
You know very well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison, you are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we know, an animalistic desire is lewd. that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the courier?
The medical report.
Take that!
As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as her professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal differences between the two diners. A fatal difference? The toxic effect of cure are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
Yes, deeper. Deeper inside.
Deeper.
Deeper. Please. Yes, like the wound you might have. If you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example.
Ah.
Oh! Oh! Wait. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. So that's it! You used that knowledge to orchestrate this! Is she laughing?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are all so puerile.
What? What do you mean?
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
Oh no. No!
I mean, it could just... I mean, if you're destroying evidence... Oh dear, how careless of me.
Is that allowed? If the evidence is gone, what would happen?
I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
No! What is it? What just happened? It's Aisha. She just spat that bottle! And in the Supreme Court? What a terrible blunder! Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible at once!
You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire.
Itoka, no, don't be the bad guy, no! Itoka's gonna destroy all the evidence.
I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
No, she's gonna be in the prison for sure. How could you? You won't get away with this!
You can't thump the bench and shout as... No, oh no, you can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy.
Little boy.
But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bottle or not.
You.
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady.
Ouchie and Itaka is being a total simp for Brett. No! No, Itako, come back! Come back to the light! Simp for me!
That's right, and really, looking at this photograph, it's clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
Objection!
No! You killed the victim that day using Curare! And then, in order to frame Yorinosuke and Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was to turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly! And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest.
To the chest!
Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
No! This is
Itoko likes
unbelievable.
calling people guilty.
Guilty! Itako, no! No evidence! Prosecution for the win!
Pro-section.
We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene! Ryunosuke! Yes!
Why would the bottle break on the carpet like that anyway?
Oh, you know what? That is true! How can that break if it's the carpet?
Or is it one of those really low carpets? But even then, how would it soak absolutely everything?
Maybe it's made of sponges. Like a really thin sponge. We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? You lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there's any clue left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head? You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend upon. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her forehead, on her head. So think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about that scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Cosima right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer?
I mean, there's
Intoxicating voice?
blood.
What do you mean, Itako? What intoxicating voice you want me to say? Like the F
I guess
word?
say, gimme, gimme.
Gimme, 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 gimme,
Gimme,
gimme, gimme,
gimme,
gimme,
gimme, gimme,
gimme,
gimme.
gimme. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke?
I think I now realize why it's significant that there's blood on the plate.
And why is that?
Because if he was shot while facing the table, his blood would have spurted onto the plate.
Very smart, Terra. Very smart. Very smart indeed. Hello, everybody. I'm back. All right, now we can continue. Come on, then. Let's wipe that smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Actually, we do not have evidence. All right, I can't wait.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Who was that?
Oh, and Keon redeemed more Skyla.
No! God dang it. Now I need to... Now we need to vote gender bend Terra. God dang it.
What do you think of my gender bend? It's the woman to man option on voice mod.
I really thought that it's your brother. I was gonna say,
It's
Terra's
not
your
my
brother
brother.
there?
No, no.
Alright, everybody, I'll be right back. God dang it.
It's been niggling me for a while, but something feels amiss in my memories of that day. What do people think of this?
What does
Is
people
this too
think of?
much?
What does people think of Theron? Oops.
Wrong model.
Wrong model. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm using Sky's
You forgot
model.
something.
I forgot Sky's model. I'm sorry. I'm here. All right. This is gonna be Skyline Terran Street from now on. It's been
So I can
niggling me
easily
for a
swap
while.
between the two. Easy.
No, I can't.
Right?
I can't. I need to call Sky. It's been.
Oh,
niggling me
are you
for a
not
while.
able to do that with your voice changer? Just push a button?
I need to call
I could just push a
Sky.
button.
I need to call Sky, Terra. Sky's on the bathroom right now. It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memory of that day. Whatever it is, could be the key to arriving the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Whitson's real killer must have been is... this one?
The blood.
The blood.
Take that!
Take that! Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this! Yes? What is it? He's still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigation, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime? Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day?
Objection!
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this, little boy?
it's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a splatter of blood.
What? Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can be the case. Take a good look at this photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way the blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Ah!
Ah.
What?
You know Gura? Terra?
I have
you know
heard of Gura.
Yes. For blood to have made into the plate, it implies that the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor as you were. Josiah Britt!
I beg your pardon?
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
I beg your pardon? I took the steak that you have been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the surgeon had been eating. And I did it all in the name of justice. Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. Yes, sir! I have no idea why he's bleeding so much. Sorry for the delay. Here's what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector! The blood, man! Show the court! Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. No blood? No blood anywhere.
Well, there's the meat juice. That's kind of
No.
blood.
That's impossible! I know. I saw it. I'm sure of it. What's the reason, Tara? What could be the reason?
The plate must have been swapped. Because I don't think that Giselle would have taken a big bite out of the steak like that.
It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
But also, why is that steak not dried up after 3 days? Do you have like
It's preserving
plastic
it,
wrap
Tara.
to keep it? How do you keep it preserved without like plastic wrap?
I don't know, Tara. Advanced investigation technique for preserving crime scenes for
But
2
this
days.
is in the 1800s.
For 3 days. I forgot this was 3 days ago, right? They did say this was 3 days ago, and the steak is still so preserved.
What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you.
That thing is alive?
Apparently. I couldn't agree more in the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial.
Let's hope so. Let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. Ah! This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
The plate of steak has been entered into the courtroom record.
The meal Miss Brett ate.
Do you want to check it out?
I mean, it's good to take a look. What's under the meat?
Huh? What the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Howei era, I believe. No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing here? What's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a Howei Kaban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of a Howei Kaban. I heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion and bullion. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary. No, this means...
But this is not the plate from that table.
I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick can of meat. And it's from the Howei era too. That would make it really quite valuable. It's well marinated in the juices as well. Look! What? Were you thinking of eating it? No. But the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for fries. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Rinausuke. A common coin underneath the steak. There's only one logical explanation.
This is not the plate.
Whee! This is not the plate. This is it now. I've lost.
Nope.
Inosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Believe in me that believes in you. Believe in you that believes in me. Keep looking forward no matter what. believes in him? Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection?
Of course we have an objection.
Of course we have! That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all?
There's another clue.
That's another clue! Your Excellency, please wait! This plate of beef is hiding another clue! Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth!
Objection!
It has gold on it!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beefsteak.
What's wrong with that? I love beefsteaks!
Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been expelled.
Expelled?
Dispelled!
Yes, you said expelled.
Did I say expelled?
Yes, you said expelled. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this steak and on this plate of beef steak is the new clue to be found? It's under the meat! The crowbar! Huh? What the world is this? I think it's a common coin.
Yeah, oh,
The hallmark is
it's
from-
making
wait,
us-
wait,
uh,
no,
we
I
already
can't
did
see it.
this.
I mean, what is it doing here? I can't skip it, Tara! I can't skip it!
It's... Why? Why? Stupid
Why?
tutorial. I generally
skip
order
it.
my steak medium. Because I'm okay with medium rare, and if I ask for medium well, it generally ends up coming out well done. So I'm like, medium's good.
I actually have never tasted this meat before.
Beef?
Yeah. No. This precise beef slice. We only get small cuts. And with rice. That's basically how we eat here. It's like not even half of this is the steak. It's our steak. I
Now,
certainly-
hey, listen.
Now, hey, listen, Dennis. Hello. Hi. I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the
We've
holy
already been
area,
over
too.
this, though.
It's far valuable. It's for a month in the juice. What are you thinking of eating it? No. But the next time I order a steak expensive restaurant, one thing for sure, my heart's going to be racing as I look at the meat. So many text. So many text.
Got it!
Got it! Good gracious. That's...
A kobold? What on earth?
a holy arrow one at that. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on that day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
What a ridiculous question! How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd! You're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare Hoey Koban just happened to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll revoke my ticket to Great Britain right now! He's right. I can't be a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency! Yes, Counsel? A rare Hoey Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now!
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here? The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin, if he can explain what it's doing under that steak. I was gonna say underneath the steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is... Oh, now you use underneath,
Old
huh?
man.
Now you use underneath.
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antique dealer and owner of Razute Kuro Kurikuta-san.
Kiri, as in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
Oh, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military surgeon, correct? I'm losing it here, I'm losing it! Yes,
What are you
Your
losing?
Excellency. I'm losing all the words. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly that moment, the gun was fired.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Dancing? Dun, 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 dun. Sir, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, Hoei, you're a koban, my prized coin.
Then, this Hoei era Koban, do you mean to tell me?
Objection!
No. Please, why would Kurikuta-san's koban be sandwiched between the victim beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is why I'm asking to bring Kurikoto-san back to the witness stand, so we can ask him. Officer! Bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. Then I need to go back and call Sky. I can't believe we come back round to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch. that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in this case. In the case. I'm losing it.
Yoink, yoink. Yes, sir! No, sir! Where you wanna go, sir? Keon, give him a break.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I think Sky is feeling
No!
very.
It's because I can't keep up with both Skyla and the characters.
I mean, you can choose to refund the point.
I can't. I don't know how. I don't know how, Terra. That's why I can't remove it. I can't cancel it. I need to call Skyla back again. Hang on.
Wait, no, no,
Actually,
you
I'm
didn't
gonna
make
take
me a mod. You didn't make me mod. I can't do it.
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break for Skyla in a moment, but I will do Skyla in a few bit. Okay? Just give me like 10 minutes of this so I can focus on the story. What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for a little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs. Forced to bear false witness.
Also, I think my clownfish audio is a little broken right now. So I made Skyla break. I can hear all the error, the zzz thing when I'm speaking in Skyla.
Beep,
Like
beep.
the high pitch one. Beep beep.
And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice. A worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasate shop owner's existence.
Be that as it may, Kurikuta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasate memory serves, have you ever...
Yes, that's it, the very exact one that it is it.
That poor military man has a blade on his foot. And look at the baby.
The baby is shocked too. The splendiferous holy treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be!
As I thought. It seems that Terra has a lot of voice acting in today's stream.
Young man! Enlighten the decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure dropped? Where was it dropped?
You won't get like this, but I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat juices. The meat.
Sandwich! Okay! Seriously!
In the meat juices. Oh. Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means there must have been like 6 guys that has the meat juices on it.
You're one of those 6 guys,
I
guy.
know! That's why I couldn't make the joke. I couldn't make the joke with Ribombi because we're part of the 6 guys. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody conceal my holy treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate.
Keon, Earlier on Terra's stream, we were talking about her saying that I'm gonna be joined by 6 guys there.
Yeah, because me, Sky, Rabombi, Malefic Top Cat, Rabombi Teacher, Malefic Top Cat, Caged Leprechaun, Shritzchit, which is short for channel, for Rory. I lost count.
Tara, I can't. Well, maybe you have it on Nameless, so that I can
Rabombi,
post it on chat.
Rory, and Shrit.
Do you have it on Nameless so I can post it on chat? Like everyone's link?
I have it from my...
Do you have it on pin? No?
Well, it is in the pinned message on the Nameless.
There is
all
a
the
cast
roles.
here. I can probably copy the
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah, just the main characters is necessary. These side characters are going to be just assigned to everybody as is.
Oops. Hello, Ribombi. At least until February, anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be on February 27. And we're gonna start the Nameless stream. Watch it on Terra.
Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing.
Excuse me. Could I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there have been a run of similar executed thefts. Alright, hang on.
Similarly executed theft.
That's alright. I was focused because my OBS is on the red. It keeps dropping to 0 kbs, so it's probably lagging in the stream. Right?
I mean, I generally lag in streams, so.
It's lagging. Look, it's loading for me.
I also find it really funny in the cast that Sky Blue is red.
Mm-hmm. But it says slants there. Oh yeah.
Your character name is red. Sky Blue is red.
Hang on.
I gave him a choice.
I did have a choice. I'm deciding if I should just restart the stream and make sure that it's all green, but it's fine. It's probably gonna be fine, right, Tara?
Yeah, we should be good.
I keep talking. I'm gonna change the Skyline.
So yeah, that is the cast list. So it's for Rory and Shritcha, but they're just, you address them as